All right, guys, I'm recording. Super excited to have each and every one of you guys. My name is Jennifer Wooten. For those of you who do not know me, I founded Team No Limit. So if you have an incredible coach that invited you to this call, it's probably somebody that has stemmed from our incredible team. We take great pride on making sure that all of our customers know the programs from start to finish, know their eating guides, and get max results. So we're going to start. I used to have these every other week, and I kind of slacked off because wintertime I go into hibernation now that we live in the north, and I don't do them like I usually do at the local grocery store. So I'm going to start back up because, hello, it's starting to get warm again. Super excited. I hope everybody has does everybody have at least a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen or something? Because you're going to use it. I'm going to go over from start to finish the meal plan. I'm going to go over different pages of the book that are helpful. I'm going to explain these amazing containers and how you're going to create magic from them. I personally have lost over 40 pounds in 14 inches. Since I started this journey. I started where I could not even walk when I first started and was dismissed from doctors, told that I would never walk again. And because of the 21-day fix, I have been able to strengthen my back enough to be able to not just walk, but run, lose 40 pounds, over 14 inches, and so many other incredible things. It's pulled me out of depression. There's so many things that stem from good exercise and healthy habits and just change of lifestyle. So dig deep into this program. If you guys just give it 3 weeks, I know it seems impossible at times. Trust me, I'm a mom of 4 teenagers that have every sport you've ever imagined. I work a full-time job that's 40 to 60 hours sometimes, and I'm full-time coaching as well. So it's possible. It is possible to get maximum results. So give it your all for 3 weeks, and then if you hate it, just return it, okay? That's it. If you do not get results, just give it back. Because it's not going to happen. First thing I like to make sure that you guys know is to clean out your cabinets. Start ridding. I mean, it's, you know, we all laugh, and it's like the Last Supper in my house with my family. They're like, oh, mom's starting another round. Here we go. You know, and they're all like the Last Supper. Well, I guess we got to eat everything, right? So they do. My kids will eat everything because they know that it's like business time. 3 weeks out of every single month. The other month, we're just in a maintenance phase, I like to call it. So I'm trying to mute.
I can hear.
There we go. So clean out your cabinets. I'm going to teach you how to make a basic menu and a grocery list from that. I want to talk about spices, sweeteners, all of that stuff. So to start off, you need to know your calculations. If you're doing the 21-day fix, which most of you guys are, just the regular version, you're going to go to page 4 and you're going to do your calculations, okay? Super important. After every single round, do your calculations again, because you want to make sure that if you've dropped weight, that you're still in the correct bracket, because each bracket has a different calorie intake and amount of portions and so on and so forth. And you want to make sure that you're staying within those guidelines. So make sure that you do your calculations again, all right? If you're on this call and you do not have a program yet, it's okay. We can teach you how to eat clean, make a menu and a grocery list, and we're just going to have to kind of go over the portion sizes with you. And then as you do it, you're not going to get the max results as those with the containers and with the books and with the coaching and with the programs doing the 30 minutes a day, but you will start to see changes in your body. You will start to see, you know, weight dropping off. It's not going to be as fast and as maximum results as those with the programs, but it can happen. So if you're on this call and that's you, don't worry. So page 19, find your brackets. You've done your calculations, find your brackets. And a lot of you are like, I've already know my bracket. Okay. So some of you don't. So let's make sure everybody knows your bracket. You're going to go, the most important page in this book, pages in this book are pages 60 to 63. They're going to give you all of the sweet treats. Okay, very important. As women, we crave, we crave things, guys. And having sweet treats on hand, they have the most incredible menu recipes in there. So make sure that you are prepped. Make some of those desserts. They're really good. Have those granola bars and stuff like that on hand. Just make a batch of them, you know, wrap them in their cellophane or sandwich bags, whatever, and have them on hand so that when you're ready to break for that candy bar or whatever, you could be like, nope, I'm good. I already have something sweet right here, and it's on my plan, and it's a guilt-free chocolate chip granola bar or whatever the heck you've decided to make, okay? Pages 60 to 63. That's going to be your, like, Bible right there if you have a sweet tooth. Your water bar. If you're like, I'm so sick and tired of drinking plain water, I want water with something else, there's pages 12 and 13 are your water bar. They'll give you different ideas of what you can stick in your fruit, in your water to like fruit infuse it, and just kind of change it up a little bit. You can have green tea. You can still have coffee, guys. It teaches you on page 14 and 15. Autumn Calabrese, I've met with her in person several times, and every time she speaks on it. She does not count unsweetened almond milk as anything. So that's my creamer. Stevia, I use that faithfully. Even Autumn uses Sweet and Low. I was on the cruise with her a couple months ago, and she uses Sweet and Low in her coffee. So there you go. But one a day is not going to kill you. No, it's not going to give you those abs and put you in that bikini competition. But is that what you're aiming for? Because if it is, then just stay away from the freaking coffee, right? All right, enough of that. You can tell where my priorities are: sweets, coffee. All right, so salad dressings. 56 and 59 in your book. Salad dressings are incredible. Just dig through the book. I'm telling you page numbers, but it's nothing you don't have in front of you. So I'm not going to spend too much time on that. But you do have a list of free foods on page 37. Anything on page 37, you are free to use at any quantity that you want as often as you want. Replacement container, so 38, that's an important one. Different seasonings, you guys. Seasonings are super, super important. Page 42 and 43, go through in your grocery list. If you don't have any of these, seasonings already made up, go through page 42 and 43 and make a list of some of those seasonings are incredible, okay? And make a list of which ones sound good to you that you're going to start seasoning your meat with. Put them on your grocery list, guys. Make those darn things. Have them on hand so you're not grabbing. Do not use any more table salt. Toss that stuff. It's going to keep all that water retained on you, and you're going to feel fluffy nonstop because you're retaining all of the water, and there's so much sodium in them. Kick the table salt to the curb. Use Himalayan pink sea salt. I'll tell you a trick. If you've got Marshall's or Ross or anything like that around you, go to the very back of the store in the little gourmet food section. You can get pink sea salt for $3.99 versus $14.99 in your grocery store. You're welcome. All right, so that's that. That's super important. Let's see here. I just want to make sure. Some staples I always keep in my kitchen. Mustard is free, you guys. So on anything, use mustard. Anything. If you don't like something, use mustard. That's the kids' answer to it. Let's see here. I hard-boiled eggs in advance. Let's see. Nuts. You want to keep, if anybody's a ranch lover, if that's a downfall of yours, that was a huge downfall of mine. Like, I'm from the South, and I'm pretty sure we put ranch on everything, including spaghetti, which all Italians just cringe at. But I know. I don't put it on mine, but my kids, like, douse everything in ranch. So ranch dressing. You can still have ranch dressing. It's called Bolt House, or there's other ones in the produce section. It's yogurt-based. It's all of maybe 20 calories for our serving of our awesome little container that looks small but packs a lot in it, okay? So Bolt House dressing is the one I prefer because of the taste. The others have a kind of I don't know. I've tasted a lot of them. Trust me, I'll do anything to find the ranch that I'm allowed to eat. So that's just a tip. Produce section has all kinds of yogurt-based dressings that you can use. All right, let's see here. All righty, let's see. Okay. Marinate your meats ahead of time. Any meats that you're going to have. These are some tips on prepping ahead of time, okay? I run a sweatshop every Sunday, okay? Don't tell anybody, but I do. I have 4 teenagers, and so what I like to do is make them work for their meals. and I put everybody at a station. So we have fruit, and we have somebody washing and measuring out in the purple container and putting in Ziploc bags, okay? I have somebody at the veggie station, and they're measuring out for salad jars. We have all the fixings laid out. I have a husband marinating meat because I don't know what the heck I'm doing sometimes. Everybody has a job. So if you have children, I don't care how young they are, as long as they're not like 2 or 3, it might be illegal. But as long as you have kids that are like old enough to reach the countertop, make it a family affair. Kids love to help, you guys. Don't let it get on your nerves. Turn some music on, have some fun, take a couple hours. After you plan your meals, I'm going to teach you that. Prep. Hard-boiled eggs, you guys, incredible snacks. If you have kids, get them involved. If they like Easter eggs, they'll like hard-boiled eggs, okay? Freaking let them dye them. I don't care what you do to make it fun, but get the whole family involved. Hard-boiled eggs. I marinate my meat. I get my fruit all bagged up, unless it's whole fruit, whole fruit like bananas or apples or whatever. I leave that alone. But I like to make a big fruit salad and then just measure it out and container it up or bag it up, whatever I'm doing. Grapes, whatever you're fancy, just get it done and have it prepped ahead of time so that throughout the week after that 14-hour shift, when you're usually home and you're like, good Lord, I don't feel like cooking, I'm just going to order pizza. You don't have to. You can grab your fruit or whatever and then take get that hunger, that immediate, oh my God, I'm starving out of your system, and then have your meal already ready. I'm going to teach you that. All right. So portion out snacks for fast access, marinate meats, fruit salad, prepping, snacks, anything that you're going to have for snacks, peanuts, whatever, measure it out, bag it up ahead of time, and have it for the week, ready to roll out. I'm telling you, you plan. What do I always say? I know there's got to be somebody who's sick and tired of hearing me say it. Plan to fail, fail to plan. Fail to plan, plan to fail. See, I don't even know what the heck I'm talking about. So when you plan, when you fail to plan ahead of time, then you truly do plan to fail, because you will. You'll go and grab something stupid like a bag of chips, all right? So get your pen and paper out. We are going to make a list of 2 to 3. She's stealing all my notes, guys. She's like taking pictures. So we're gonna take like 2 to 3 breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack ideas. We're just gonna put them down. Super elementary. How hilarious is it that it's so simple to make your list of meals and your grocery list at the exact same time? It's like freaking genius, right? I'm a paper pen girl. I have Excel spreadsheets if that's your thing, but it's not my thing, so I'm gonna teach you my way. Meals on one side, grocery list on the other. All right, so write your breakfast. Probably already have one made. Right here. Breakfast. So we're gonna write a few ideas for breakfast, and what you do not have for those ideas, you're gonna write on your grocery list. So you're gonna think, most of us know what the heck's in our refrigerator, and if you don't, you can write it on the grocery list with a question mark next to it and go confirm before you go to the grocery store, okay? Breakfast. I like to make omelets. I am huge on omelets. So if you have time for omelets, you can even make them ahead of time, like a day. I can do them like the night before for the next morning, and my husband will take it to work and reheat it. Tastes just fine. I put salsa on everything. So anything with some salsa on top of it is totally edible. All right? Omelets. So what are you going to put in those omelets? If you're an omelet maker, if you like vegetables, if you like spinach or onions or bell peppers or, God, what else are you putting on? I don't eat mushrooms. Whatever y'all like to eat in your omelets. I do turkey bacon. I get some shredded sharp cheddar because it goes longer. It goes further. So instead of slicing it myself, because I'm lazy, right? I get the shredded cheddar, and more fits into the cup, because I always use half of the blue for my omelet and the other half for my dinner or my salad, because I already know I'm going to need cheese on something. I like hold on to every little bit. So you can split your containers in half. So just remember that. But whatever you're eating in your omelets, eggs, turkey, bacon, spinach, whatever, write those ingredients on your grocery list. And you can even write them down and then cross them off if you already have them in your house. Egg muffins, if you have a cupcake pan, I can send you the recipe. You can cook up some bacon, turkey bacon, whatever you like, turkey sausage, spinach, blah, 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 whatever you like in your omelets, you can do the same thing. You beat up a bunch of eggs, and you pour them into the egg. You spray your pan, pour them into the egg muffin or the cupcake pan, and then put all your toppings in it. Bake it for like 15 minutes, and you've got little muffins. You just put them in a container, put them in the fridge, and I'm telling you, what is it? 2 per serving? 2 per 2 is 1 red. So you have 2 of those muffins. It's more than enough, unless you're a 15-year-old boy like mine and they eat 6 at a time. But 2, and you can take it for breakfast. It's already made, something that you can make on the weekend, right? Oatmeal with berries, overnight oats. Write some ideas down. You should have at least 3 ideas of what you would like to eat for breakfast down underneath your breakfast line. Give everybody 2 seconds, maybe 5. Everybody pretty much got a few ideas for breakfast. You can ask questions. Unmute your line if you have any questions at all.
Overnight oats.
Overnight oats. And we have tons of recipes. If you go into the file section of any group, yes.
What about if we use our shakes for a meal supplement in the morning? Because we're pretty busy in the mornings.
Yep. Your Shakeology is awesome for the morning as well. Start your day off with all of those superfoods. That's incredible. And she has a good point. Watch which shredded cheese you have, or you can have your kids in your sweatshop, if you have one like me, shred a block of cheese. So yes, there's a little chat section. It does help you. It does make you retain water. Mm-hmm. So you need to make sure that you're using the correct shredded cheese. So just some different breakfast ideas, all right? Let's do the same thing for lunch. If you're always on the go, or even if you're a stay-at-home mom, it is so, so important to plan ahead still. Because even as stay-at-home moms, you're like, oh, well, she's not working. She's at home all day long. That's crap, okay? That is crap if I ever heard of crap. Stay-at-home moms work more than anybody that goes to an office every single day, okay? So I like salad jars. I'm huge on salad jars. So you start with the squishy stuff. You get your mason jars at Walmart, 12 for $9. You're welcome. Like, I'm cheap, guys. So if you need budgeting, I got your back, okay? Salad jars. So you start with everything moist and squishy at the bottom. I like to put my salad dressing separate still in my container. And I just do that each night. But you know, your tomatoes, your cucumbers, and then I put carrots, and then I have my my lettuce, and I have hard-boiled eggs, and I have some deli turkey, some cured whatever. I have all kinds of stuff in there. Some grilled chicken. I add everything in my salad jar. That junk keeps for 7 days. Okay, so I make the entire week out. Whatever's in the book that you're allowed to have. Okay, go through your book. Whatever's in the green list, you can have as vegetables. Whatever's the red, you can have as proteins. You know, just get fancy with it. Go through your list. What do you like in your salad? Make a list. And if you do not have it in your house, it needs to go on that other side for the grocery list. Same time. We're making what we're eating for the week. And I'll show you. You can put it Monday, Tuesday. I'm going to show you how to break it down by the container. But this is the first step. Okay? So whatever you do not have, you're going to put over there at the grocery list.
Can I give some lunch ideas?
Yeah, absolutely. Give some lunch ideas.
Okay.
Oh, this is lunch queen here.
So I happened today, before I left the office, I was making my weekly for next week because I'm going to be away at a tournament all weekend. So I needed to go to Costco tonight. And so for lunches, because the kids and we all eat the same thing. We do flat out pizzas a lot. Flat Out now makes these pizza crusts. They're in the deli section. They're like this big. You put them in the oven for a few minutes ahead of time, and then you pull them out and you put your stuff on them. Put a little tomato sauce. I use the full blue of cheese. So if that's what I'm going to have for lunch, that's the only cheese I'm going to have for the day. And then we put like rotisserie chicken from Costco. I'm all about the easy. They sell it vacuum packed. So we just cut it up and usually use about a red of that, or turkey pepperoni. And the kids love it. They wrap it up in tin foil and they take it to school. The other thing that's become a big hit is a grilled cheese, but we use a Flat Out that they have these circular, it kind of looks like an English muffin, but it's much thinner. And that you can use a half of a blue. They're in love with those. And then the other thing is a quesadilla, which again is Flat Out, because
Everything was
Somehow,
flat out.
the girls, what we were doing is they were taking dinners for lunches, but they were telling me that nobody at school is doing that. They're all carrying something in their hands, and I don't want to be making multiple things. The only thing we've gotten away with, what my oldest likes, is a cucumber tomato salad that she will take in the container. But I can't talk about flat outs. I should be an advertisement for them. Flat outs enough because they count as one yellow.
Yeah.
So it's one of your carbs for the day, and a flat out can be pretty big. Now, maybe it should be a little more than one, but in my book, it's one.
Yeah, it's one. I just counted as one as well.
Okay.
It's one. Yeah, no, those are great ideas. And like you said, you're always on the go and you're doing things like even from hotel rooms on competition weekends and stuff like that. On the go. Think ahead of time. What is your schedule for the week, right? Do you have soccer practice, softball practice, basketball practice, weight training, combine training? I can keep going with my list, guys. Do you have all of these things that you have to go to in the evening? So what do you need that's grab and go for those days? When are you going to be home? So what can you have for those days? You know what I'm saying? So just strategically plan. Lettuce wraps. I'm huge on, I take romaine leaves. So if I know I'm having Taco Tuesday, I am saving those yellows for dinner. Okay. And I'm taking romaine leaves, and I'll take some turkey deli meat. Slice up some tomatoes and maybe some avocado, whatever is on whatever containers I have left. And I'll make little sandwiches, and it's crunchy. So it's almost like a potato chip. So I just trick myself into thinking I'm eating like potato chips and like turkey sandwiches and stuff like that. But it's in a romaine leaf. So it's guilt-free, tastes amazing. I do the same thing with tuna fish. I like tuna fish, but instead of mayonnaise, I'll use avocado. I will use plain Greek yogurt. Now, I know it sounds absolutely disgusting because I will not eat plain Greek yogurt by itself because it tastes, I use it for sour cream. I use it in my tuna with some mustard and some pepper and some other like seasonings and stuff. And I mix it up and I put it right in the middle of my little romaine boat. That's what I do. It's satisfying, it's filling, it's guilt-free, it's on my plan, and I love it. So start trying new things out, you guys, and decide where you want to use your carbs is super important because it's an important container to me. I really enjoy my yellows and my blues. I hold on to with dear life. I like, okay, what are we eating today? Because I've really got to plan this out. All right, so that's lunch. Does everybody have a few ideas? And write down whatever you do not have at home. Write it on your grocery list. Always remember that as you're like, okay, these are some, 3 things that I'm going to make this week for each meal or whatever. Write your grocery list down. And a lot of the time you're going to have leftovers, and that's what you can have for lunch. You can reheat things and eat them for leftovers or send them with a husband or whatever. Dinner. Chicken taco bowls. I am crock pot queen. I will cook anything in the crock pot just to get out of standing over my stove because I kind of work way too many hours a day and I just don't feel like standing over a stove all the time. So crock pot meals, we have so many menus in the file section of the accountability group. And if you are not in that group, there's 460 something people in there. There's so many files in the file section. Use them. There's so many recipes and grocery lists already in there for so many incredible crock pot meals and easy to go ones. Meatloaf and salad, steak, baked potato and green beans, chicken tortilla soup. What do you like? Think about what you like. You do not have to starve. Mind blown, right? You don't even have to count calories. You don't have to starve your family, you guys. Like, you don't have to make a separate meal for yourself and then a separate meal for the husband and then a separate meal for the kids. You don't have to do that. Not on this plan. This is not a diet. This is a lifestyle group. Yes, Linda. And I will make sure. I think I added you to it when I tagged for it used to be called New Year, New You. So I'll make sure that you're in that one. So those are some dinner ideas. You want to have at least 3. You are so welcome. You want to have at least 3 ideas, you guys, for dinner, okay? Because you basically, if you cook 3 times, my family anyways, I can cook 3 times. The other 2 days, I have a leftover day, I swear by, because I am not throwing away a bunch of food. 4 teenagers, I make sure all leftovers get eaten. We have 1 leftover day, and everything's on plan. So those are dinner ideas. Snacks. I always eat fruit. You want to try and get your fruits and your carbs in before, I want to say about 6 p.m., only because they take longer to process out. So you don't want to, go to bed right after you eat carbs, go to bed right after you eat the fruits, and stuff like that. So try and get your carbs and your fruits in as early in the day as you possibly can. That way you're not going to bed with that on you. Fruit, raw nuts, yogurt, Greek yogurt is incredible. You can throw, vanilla extract is a free item. I don't remember what page. I already said that part though. There's a free page in there. Vanilla extract, any kind of extract that's a pure extract. Don't just go get the store brand that's not a pure extract. So you can use that to just kind of flavor your plain Greek yogurt, add some fruit, whatever. You can make your own granola and top it with that, make a little parfait. That's a good snack. I like celery and peanut butter. I like carrots and hummus. It just all depends on what I'm having for my meals, where I want to use my healthy fat for. So just, that's what you're going to pay attention to.
Okay, snacks are really important to me.
Snacks,
They're
yes.
really important to me. So just to add to the Greek yogurt, and this happened to several of my challengers, don't eat it plain unless you've done it before and you like it, because it will turn you away. So I do a half a teaspoon of cinnamon and a teaspoon of stevia, and that's the base every single time. And we prep that on a Sunday. We probably have 16 containers of it. We do half of a red, so it's not a full protein because the yogurt is a red, it's a protein. And then in the morning, we normally have all types of blueberries, raspberries, blackberries are all bagged. And so that's what we will take to dump in. But this week, because berries seem to be hard to get right now, so we were doing pears, mango, and apples. And so my kids, everyone will help. I don't want my younger one cutting them, but we dump that in there. So it's normally a half a red for a protein and a half a purple for a fruit. The other thing is, this pumpkin muffin recipe.
Oh gosh, those are like crack in my house.
It's a double pumpkin recipe, and I'm happy to post it everywhere. If you look it up, if you even say look up Shakeology double pumpkin muffin, double chocolate pumpkin muffin, and it counts as like a third of a purple, a part of a protein. And honestly, if you don't want to use your Shakeology to cook with, I totally understand. I have had challengers that just use the protein powder and they still like it. So you don't need to use your Shakeology in it, but they're really good, and you get a few chocolate chips on top. Awesome. Yeah. Oatmeal balls. So these are. Oh,
now I want everything.
So the oatmeal balls, everyone on my team laughs at me about these things because I live with them. They are a treat swap, which is 3 times a week, which as well as wine or things like that. I got to be honest with you, I have a lot of weight to lose. Not as much anymore, but if that's the worst thing I do is have those every day, it's not going to kill me. It just counts as a yellow, but they're awesome. And my 9-year-old comes in, she knows where all the ingredients are. As long as the KitchenAid, because it's too heavy for her, she makes them to the T. So it's that easy to make the oatmeal balls, and you put them in the freezer. But those are, so I always make sure we have muffins in the fridge, and the oatmeal balls for my snack, because
those are so amazing. Yeah, she'll share those recipes because they are life-changing. And I mean, you can sit there and feel guilt-free, indulging in your little muffin that's got chocolate chips on top of it, and it's on your plan. So it's incredible. You don't need to, and if you have these things on hand, you're less likely to break for those gas station run-ins or whatever. You're starving to death, so you're just going to call for takeout, okay? Or order out. Yeah.
Okay, one more thing that I just thought of. If anyone's had tzatziki, and I might be butchering the name, tzatziki sauce, it's a Greek yogurt sauce with cucumber, like in dill. They have it at Costco. I live in Costco. They have it at Costco in a bigger container. Well, it's a yogurt-based sauce. So I use that on salads. I use it to dip my carrots in, and it probably counts as your orange. And I have to tell you, if you're not eating a salad, I struggle with the orange container because it's kind of random what goes in there. Sunflower seeds. I mean, it's just not something I normally have. But because I now eat carrots almost every day, the tzatziki sauce is really good. And I might be saying it wrong. It's a Greek yogurt based, and I'm sure you could find it.
Oh, I love that. No, these are good tips. See, and I'm glad you came over. You can take all the pictures you want now of my stuff. And she has this incredible binder content. I was showing, we have a kids group going right now, and all the kids are doing size. And she's like incredible. She's put together these little binders to where they can have all the lists of all the foods. And we have other contents that we put in our groups when you get the programs and stuff, of just reminders of what the program's about, tracking sheets to where you can track your water, your food, what you've eaten, how many cups of water you've drank, how many you still have to go, all of that good stuff. The better that you track for these 3 weeks, if you're on the 21-day fix, if you're doing it with the kids, if you're on size, if you're on 22 hardcore, it's rations. So anything I'm talking about food, it's in the same. They're using these same containers in each and every single program now because it's such an incredible theory to use. You don't have to leave the food in these containers like, okay, I'm eating lunch and I have to just make it all fit in these, whatever I'm using. You use these to build meals. So you have I'm just going to use a salad because it's the easiest thing to explain. And I don't want to keep you guys all night, but so you have your vegetables. So say you want 1 green container of spinach, and then I'm going to mark it off on my list, right? So 1 green container knocked out. I'm only allowed to have 3 a day in my bracket, okay? So I'm going to have, and if you go over your vegetables, guys, let me just throw this disclaimer out there. It's not going to kill you either if you eat more vegetables than you are supposed to in your bracket. If you're starving after you've already eaten all of your containers, go for the veggies first and the protein second, okay? Stay away from the fruits and the carbs as extras. Go for your veggies and your proteins. If you're super starving and I can't even eat all of the containers sometimes. Anyways, back to the salads. So I'm going to have 1 green container of spinach. I also want cucumbers, and maybe I want some peppers, and maybe I want, what's another vegetable? Carrots. Okay, I'll put all of those in this 1 green container. So I'm using this same 1 container, and I'm putting multiple things in it, and I'm going to fill it up, and then I'm going to pour it on top of my spinach, and that's going to be a 2nd green container, so I'm going to mark it off of my list for my lunch. And then I want some grilled chicken. So I'll chop it all up, and I'll fill my red container, and I'll dump it on top too. And that's going to count as a red container. Okay, and then I want my half of a blue, because I used my other half on my omelet this morning. I want half a blue container of cheese, or maybe avocado. I love avocado. So maybe it tells you don't need to squish your avocado in the blue container. In the book, it tells you 1/4 of an avocado equals 1 blue container. So I'm going to take my avocado, I'm going to cut cut it in half, and then half of that half, and I'm going to put it on top of my salad, and I know that I've eaten a blue container. And then I'm going to have my salad dressing, and 9 times out of 10, I'm going to have my Bolthouse Ranch dressing, because it's something that I have never given up, but I have switched to a healthier version. And 25 calories is not going to kill me. So I keep it in my container. And honestly, I carry a orange container. There's probably one in my purse right now, because when I go to restaurants and I have salads, I will whip my container out in a heartbeat. Do not be embarrassed of your journey. Be proud of it. And if anybody asked you about it, sign up as a coach and then sign them up, because I'm telling you, you're going to have the best results, and you're going to feel better than you have ever felt before. Be proud of that. So that's how you build. You build. You don't need to keep everything. I mean, of course, utilize the containers. They're super cute and fun. Sometimes I'll leave the fruit in there. I almost always I have like 6 sets of the containers. You can purchase more containers just by itself. So I have tons of these little orange containers, and I just, fill it up and take it and whatever, but I use it for measurements. Same thing when you're making dinners for crock pot. You know how many pieces of chicken you're putting in that pot, so that's how many servings you have. So when you go and make your meal, you know that you only get 1 of those pieces of chicken as 1 red container. If you're going to eat more, you need to count it as another container. Breaking up the brackets. That is the most challenging part for most people. And I tell you, when I first started this, nobody had done the program before. My coach, nobody had done it. So I was on my own, and I had to just figure it out, right? So what I did is I Googled 21-day fix menus that Beachbody had put out there, and I printed one that looked pretty cool. I mean, I could tolerate most of the food on there. And what I did, because I liked how it was already structured out for me, I printed it out, and then I started crossing, okay, this one is a red, and I don't like it. So I go to my red page. Oh, I like that. Okay, I'm going to replace that. And then I just created my own menu off of somebody else's menu, replacing things that I didn't like with things that I did like. And before you knew it, I was making my own menu. And then people would call and I'd be like, okay, so let's sit down and figure out. You need to try and work your vegetables in every single meal, right? That's how you get all your vegetables in, unless you're a salad eater like me. I could eat salad, seriously, every single meal. I love salads and I love omelets, and I could live off of them. This chick, not so much.
It makes me feel like I'm on a diet.
Right. Well, I love salads because I will put fruit and feta, and I mean, I will just like change it all up. It's insane. I love salads. But if you're not a salad eater, you can hide spinach in your eggs. It's incredible. Try it. You can put spinach in your shakes. You can't even taste it. You can put, eat raw vegetables for your snack with some peanut butter. Celery and peanut butter is I love it. And it's super budget friendly too. You don't have to go eating, crazy expensive, and you don't even have to go all organic, you guys. Yes, of course. Of course, if you have the means to do it, do it. Go organic. Eat everything as clean as possible. But if you cannot, do not stress on that. There's so many different ways and this can work for any budget, period. Stay on the outside aisles as you're grocery shopping. All of the whole foods, the healthier foods, the natural foods are going to be on your outside aisles. When you start going on those inside aisles, that's processed. That's boxed. It's no good. Okay, so try and hit those inside aisles as little as possible. Go to your Asian markets for fruits and vegetables. They're so much cheaper, and I love them. Like, they're incredible. I find things that I've never even tried before, and I just try them because they look interesting. And just because I think that it's a good to experiment. Your taste buds change as you grow, and as you get older, our taste buds change. So try new things. Get your family to try new things. Search 21 Day Fix anything, and I'm telling you, any recipe that you have you want to eat meatloaf, 21 Day Fix approved meatloaf. I'm telling you, Pinterest has everything you've ever imagined. Google has every single 21 Day Fix approved recipe that you can think of, and I don't care what program you're on. If it says 21 Day Fix in front of it, it's approved, because that's where it all began anyways. So that, let's see, does anybody have any questions? I think I've pretty much covered everything. Who has questions? Nobody has questions?
Yeah. Hey, what do you think about the veggie chips? The gluten-free veggie chips?
I mean, you could eat worse. It would have to be in a yellow container. In a yellow container, but no. I mean, you can eat. Okay, so the thing is, in your 21 Day Fix book, you're allowed to have a yellow container of tortilla chips, right? As a cheat. It's one of those 3 times a week you can have it. So if you want to trade that out for your veggie chips, it's no harm done. Just make sure that you're portioning it out. That's going to be key for you.
Yeah, I usually use it with the hummus.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. It's not going to kill you 3 times a week. I am not saying that that's clean. I am not saying that's wholesome, because tortilla chips, the reason they approve those is because you can get the salt-free, you can get the, whatever they have for those. But, I mean, that's not going to kill you a couple times a week either.
How do you count the almond milk in your shake?
I don't.
Okay, I've never known.
And I said, girlfriend, listen. We have a problem. I like my shake every single day, but I love my yellow container. And she made a video on it even. I can find the video. She made a video to her viewers. Unsweetened. Make sure it's unsweetened.
Yeah.
30 calories.
Right. That's what I use. But I thought it was a yellow, so that's what I always counted as.
Oh gosh, you've been robbed.
It's okay.
Rough. I feel like you deserve, two-
More carb. All right, thanks.
That's a good question. Uh-huh.
Oh, one other thing, Kind bars. Did you say that about Kind bars?
Oh, I didn't say anything
So
about that.
I love Kind bars, and there's 6 or 7 varieties that are 5 grams of sugar or under, and that's key. You need it to be or 6 grams or under, because a lot of them have like 11 and 12, but they've got like this caramel and sea salt, amazing. And Autumn herself, those are the only bar that she will eat, and it counts as a blue, which makes sense. It's healthy fat with the almonds and the nuts that are in there, and it counts as a teaspoon. So it's a blue and one of your teaspoons. But that is an awesome treat in the day, especially if you want something crunchy.
Yeah, I'm huge on crunchy.
Yeah.
And yes, absolutely. If you have nut allergies, there's flax milk. There's, what's another one? Oh gosh, there's more. There's a milk for everything now. But yes, Linda, definitely. Flax milk is totally acceptable.
What about rice milk?
Rice milk? Yeah.
Right? I think that's low calorie too for people who can't have almond milk.
Yeah. That as well. That's a good question. Does everybody pretty much get the idea of the making a menu and then the grocery list? And this is trial and error. Listen, do not beat yourself up. You are not going for perfection. You are going for progress. Okay? So if week 1, you totally you track your containers, okay? Every meal, make it a mission of yours to finish 3 full weeks. Give nothing. If you don't ever do anything else in your life, give it your all for 3 weeks. If you hate it, you never have to speak to us again. Okay? But you're not going to hate it. Okay? Because this is the only reason. I only signed up as a coach for the discount. And after my first week of losing 5 to 7 pounds, I was all in. I could not shut up about it. And I have not shut up for over 2 years. This is the most incredible program. I've tried wraps. I've tried pills. I've tried every protein shake that GNC could put out. I've tried Body by Vi or V or whatever the heck. I had like a graveyard of protein shakes before I started this. And I only signed up for the discount. And now my team is number 81 out of 450,000 because of the passion that we have. Once you start this program, it's ridiculous how you feel when you give it your all. Drink tons of water, you guys. Don't keep drinking your soda. Don't keep, and then wondering why you're not getting progress if you're not drinking your water and eating on plan and in your bracket. Stay as close as you can. It's okay if you miss a couple containers. The next day, work that much harder to try and get each and every one of your containers in. Make it your goal. 3 weeks, that's all you got to do. You don't have to be perfect, but just work on progress. That's all you have to do. And any questions that you have, this is just a basics. I wanted you guys to know that we're here. We're going to start doing these again every 2 weeks. If you're local, we're going to start having the local ones again at Wegmans. But for those of you that are, far, away or whatever, every 2 weeks, every other Friday, we're going to start making sure that we're doing these meal plannings. I want you guys to get used to making your menus. Print menus from other people. Do like I did when I started. Cross things off that you hate. Add things in of the same page. If I hated something that was a meat, I would go look at the red page. Okay, I don't like that, so I'm going to eat it with, I don't even know what freaking page I'm on. I'm going to replace it with this. And you just go through, and that's what you do. Okay? And then it'll tell you, you're eating this for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then make your grocery list off of that. If that is easier for you, if that's how your mind can wrap around it. There's Excel sheets out there. There's so many different things out there. It's ridiculous for 21 Day Fix. I don't care what program you're on. It's 21 Day Fix is what started the portion control containers. So if it's rations for 22 Hardcore, which is totally kicking my butt, go for it. But we have so many things in the file section, you guys. It's ridiculous. That group has been open for the longest, and there's so many people have shared so many things. Ezekiel bread, if you've ever heard of, somebody asked, what is better bread besides flat out? If you can get Ezekiel bread, it's usually in the frozen section because it's all natural, and it goes bad very quickly. So only take out what you need, and then keep the rest in the freezer. Whole wheat bread, grains, just try and get as close to wheat. Just stay away from the white and the enriched and bleached and unnatural whatevers. But Ezekiel is probably, I would suggest next. I love flat outs. It's not as awesome as Ezekiel, but I like them better. So that's a good question. Does anybody else have any questions?
I do.
What's up?
So creamer has been my hardest thing for coffee.
Yes.
And I used to text Jennifer when I first started, asking her, what can I have? I'm at Starbucks. What can I have? So I found a creamer that's an almond milk. It's an almond.
Oh, yeah.
It's a silk almond milk caramel. Do you have it?
I might not have the caramel, but I have one.
She left. But it's 15 calories for a tablespoon. I just pulled it up. Yes. Can we do that?
Yeah. Oh, I do it. You see it's in my refrigerator, right?
Okay. So I have to tell you, because they also have a caramel one now. Now this
And
one only
hazelnut.
has,
They have hazelnut
this
too.
one is 1 tablespoon is 20 calories for 1 sugar.
Right.
The one that I just pulled up is 1 tablespoon, 15 calories, no fat, and 3 sugars. And I'm telling you, it was awesome. I just found it. So if you like coffee and you like creamer,
I know.
I just found that. And that's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
I hadn't asked you yet.
You don't want to hate the process, you guys. As you become once you're ready for bikini competition, then I'm going to teach you how to cut out all of those and some saturated fats, and you're going to be like a beast, and you're not going to eat anything with carbs or with any of that stuff, and you're just going to go hardcore. But right now, we're trying to love the process. You don't want to hate it, or you're going to quit, right? So make your sweet treats. If you're a ranch person, find a way around it, man. Find a way to work the system. Do not hate your progress, your process. Because if you do that, you're going to quit. How many things have you tried and quit? You know, not this time, right? That's what I said to myself. I'm going to give this 3 weeks. And I told my coach no for an entire year, you guys. That woman hounded me like she didn't really hound me. She just messaged me every freaking month, reminding me that I came to her and asked her about a program. And then I told her no, because she told me the price, and I was freaked out. And so I just didn't answer her messages for a year. Well, I would answer them, but I would just tell her no, thank you. No, I'm good with being fat. Leave me alone. You know, and for an entire year, she just messaged me and would say, you know what, Jen, I got another group coming up. I just wanted to remind you I'm still here. We're still here, you guys. I want you to love the process, because if you hate it, you're going to quit. Reach out. These accountability groups, the more you post, it sounds ridiculous right now, but trust me, the more you post and the more active you are in those groups saying, okay, I did my workout today. I'm on track with my food. I've drank enough water. Somebody's going to be right there to cheer you on, because somebody else needs cheered on too. Don't feel like doing your workout? Ask one of us how to set up one of these exact meetings. You can screen share. You can do a workout with anybody from anywhere. Post in the group, I don't feel like doing my workout. Somebody want to work out with me? Is anybody free to work out with me? There's 450 something people in there. There's got to be somebody that is ready to work out and doesn't want to at the same time you are. Post in the group. I'll teach you how to set up a Zoom. It's free. Okay, that's all you got to do. You don't even have to show your face. Look at all these people have cut the video out. You can stop video so nobody sees you dying. Trust me, I put mute on because the reason I don't go to a gym is because I'm an ugly person. When I work out, it's like, and I'm like dying, and I go, oh my God, it's like the worst situation in the entire world, and I will never go to a gym because of it. So just love the process and know that you have all new friends. So if somebody's not supporting you in your journey, tell them to kick rocks, because you just got 450 new friends, and we are all here for you. I don't care who your coach is, who invited you. All you have to do literally is reach out in that private group that not one person on your page can see you posting it. Not one person. It is a private group. So that's your like safe zone. Any questions about food is not stupid. You're learning. You have to ask questions or you're not going to know. That's all I got. That's what I got. You got anything to add to that? I love it.
Oatmeal balls.
They're like crack and those dry muffins. I didn't hear. Oh, who's on the phone? All right. Well, yeah. So if any questions at all, you guys? Sonia has to be one of yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she said something about those darn energy balls. All right, guys. Well, you guys have an amazing evening. Take this next couple days, make a grocery list, make your plan, ask any questions that you have, and be ready. Be ready to kick butt come Monday. I don't care if you've started and not completed around 400 times. This is your time to shine. So get ready to start. Okay? Get ready. Monday is your day. Okay? You're not going to let another one pass without just going all in and giving it your all. Can you go grocery shop? Oh, hold on one sec. I gotta move down. Oh, yeah. I'm not even gonna say who asked that, but yeah, absolutely. I can go grocery shopping
I've done
for
that
you.
with 3 of my people.
Come visit me. I'll go grocery shopping with you. We could have a field trip if you're local. That'd be fun. All right, guys. Well, you have an amazing evening. Ask 1,000 questions. If you're not in the accountability group, the one that was just New Year, New You, ask your coach to add you. If you're not in a accountability group, I don't want to take people's people over. So if you're not in an accountability group and your coach doesn't have one quite set up or whatever, just ask them, you know, to make sure that you're in a group because you're ready to kick butt on Monday. All right? That's all I got. We should take a picture. Whoop, whoop. Meal planners.
I didn't realize you were taking a picture of the screen.
Yeah. Look at that. Bam. All right, guys. I'm excited for you. I'm going to stop.